Hello and welcome to an actual episode of A Slice of Fried Gold. My name's Paddy.
And I'm Ben.
If you're joining us for the first time, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell. If you're listening to us on Spotify, please do give us a 5-star review. With that all being said, Ben, how the devil are you?
Yes, I feel like we need to change up our intros.
Why? Because it's not long enough again?
No. So I was watching a YouTube video the other day.
Yeah.
And he literally was like, "Hi, what's up?" Whatever he called his fans.
Yeah.
And he was like, "I hope you're doing well. I hope your gooches are sufficiently clapped." And I died.
What the fuck?
I died. I was like, what? Like, how to open up a video like, "Hi, welcome. We hope you're getting laid." It was like, we need to do some.
Well, I used to try and do witty openings, and then I was struggling. I was getting to the point where I was like, I'm really struggling to think of things. We tried to tie ones in with the bloody movie we'd watched and stuff.
Yeah.
It was getting too much. So
I just want to say, welcome, guys.
I hope your gooches are clapped.
I hope your gooches have been well and truly clapped recently. Yes, so, as you have told everyone on the PSA,
Yes.
that went out last week,
Yes.
I have moved house! Woo! Starting to realise the fuck I've done.
Yes.
Especially today when I was driving to the cinema,
Yeah.
and I drove past my new local community hub,
Oh, okay.
and there was a sign outside said local community hub,
Pub. Yes.
of an offer to join them in some full moon dancing in the woods.
That's a cult.
And I was like, oh.
That's a cult.
So,
people.
because
That's a cult.
everyone's been asking me, because naturally I've moved into an old house.
Yes.
Like, it's either just about to turn 100, or it's over 100 years old.
Mm-hmm.
It's an old house.
Yeah.
And so, of course, everyone's like, oh, any hauntings. And now I can turn around and go, no hauntings, but apparently I live near some fucking witches. They go fucking dancing in the full moon. Probably sacrifice a chicken or something.
It's definitely going to be naked as well.
100%.
100%.
And you just need to see who's going, because I might want to join.
Yeah. Well, you never know.
You never know. Also, in saying that, I've named my house. I don't want to name my house.
Okay.
But my millennial brain will not let me get out of this.
Oh, okay.
Because the brand of the company who made the key is Vera.
Right.
And so every time I pull the key out, my little millennial brain just goes, "Hello, Vera." And so now my house has inadvertently become Vera.
Oh, God, I fucking used to love
And
that
I
advert.
can't not stop calling my house Vera.
Well, what can you say?
And it's just like, because when I find things that the previous owners have done,
Yeah.
I'm just, Vera, what have they done to you?
Why?
Oh, Vera.
My poor baby.
My poor Vera. She's an old lady. She needs to be looked
yeah.
after.
I mean, you've got a fitting name. If your house is that old, Vera is the kind of name.
Yeah, it's good. It works.
It's not a Jessica.
But at the same time, I don't want to be like, oh, I'm just going home. I'm just going to go inside Vera. And everyone's going to be like, excuse me, what?
Yep.
You're going to do what to who?
I had such a good sleep in Vera last night.
Oh, it's been a bit cold inside Vera recently.
Oh.
But yeah, so there's that.
Yeah.
I recently saw a newspaper article.
Oh, dear.
On said newspaper article was an article about one of my previous employees, or employers, should I say.
Oh, okay.
You're flashing me. Why are you flashing me, mate? I've got my lights on.
That's just showing us your boobs. Don't be worried.
Yeah. Unless they're one of those people who believes that in order to get past
Oh, yeah, the roadworks.
like, roadwork
Yeah.
traffic lights, if you flash them, it'll think you're an ambulance and let
Yeah.
you through. No.
no.
Though, to be fair, one time, I was like, it was 2 a.m, I came across some roadwork traffic lights, and I was like,
Yeah.
screw it, let's try it. Flash, 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 flash. Lo and behold, it started changing to green. I was like, did this really just happen, or...
Or did I just type that right?
Yeah. I'm going to go with the latter of I timed that right.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the story. Previous employer, newspaper article. It was not a good article. It was not like these people are great and amazing, blah, 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 blah. No!
No. It
It was a newspaper article about how they're currently being investigated for sexual harassment.
Oh, Jesus. Oh.
Especially since this company fired me, so
Yeah.
it's not like I've been watching them every year have loss after loss after loss. I'm not that kind of person. I'm not that petty.
No, you're not at all.
You know.
You're not at all.
But it is a nice feeling just to watch them crumble and burn and suffer
Right.
when they were such money-hungry pigs.
Well, people like that
so-
always struggle, don't they?
For context, people, it
Yeah.
was a estate agent I worked for in London.
Oh, it was that one.
It was that one.
Okay. Right, yeah.
I worked in the tenancy department.
Yeah.
And literally in my onboarding training, they said to me, the tenant is the client. No, sorry, let me rephrase it. The landlord is the customer.
Yep.
They tell you to jump, you ask how high. The tenant is the client. If they talk to you, you rinse them for all they're worth.
Damn.
Yes.
Damn.
I was in the tenancy customer service department, and I'm supposed to basically rinse the tenants for all they're worth. Do you see how this does not compute?
No.
It doesn't mix, it doesn't match.
No.
So, yeah, I got fired because I was helping the customers, as I should in being in the customer service
Well, yeah.
department.
You were Mr. Incredible at the beginning of Incredible.
I know! I'm so proud of myself.
I did not tell you to go to department.
I mean, that was effectively what I was doing.
Yeah.
I only got
remember.
caught out
Yeah.
because one dumb bitch of a lady,
Yeah.
I gave her the answers, she got confused, she didn't write it down or whatever, she called up and asked for Ben, thinking me, but because one of the supervisors was also called Ben, the person who answered the phone put it through to the supervisor. And that's where it all came out.
Yeah.
So if she had just listened in the first place and made notes,
And wasn't old.
and wasn't an old bitch, Vera, then I would probably still be in that job.
Yeah.
And this podcast wouldn't be happening because I'd be in London.
Still.
So maybe silver linings.
Yeah, exactly.
And naturally, as always, I had something else I wanted to share,
Yeah.
and I've forgotten. Standard.
Procedures.
I mean, come on, it's me.
Yep.
It's just, I'm trying to think, is it another toilet story from work? Because they're always something I
Amusing.
forget and amusing. No, don't think so.
No.
Paddy, how are you?
I'm fine, Ben. I have 1 day left of work.
Woo!
I'm very excited about having 3 weeks off.
Woo!
But like you, I am also moving. I've bought a house.
Woo!
So like for the next couple of weeks, this is going to be packing everything and then moving. But you know, lots of bits planned. But work. I feel like I brought this up last week, but
But last week doesn't exist, so carry on.
well, okay, 2 weeks ago, in the last actual episode,
Yes.
I brought up the fact that that I wanted another lockdown to make people realise that they need to stop being dicks to people in restaurants.
I remember you saying yes.
So, again, prime example, lady staying for 4 nights. She was visiting friends in the area, okay? But as she was staying for 4 nights, and she did like most people would, I'm staying for 4 nights, I'm going to pay for the cheapest room because I'm staying for 4 nights, it's expensive.
Yes.
Fine, fair play. So we, as you do, we upgraded her to a different room that had more space.
How nice of you.
I know! We're nice people!
Well,
Apparently, that was the wrong fucking thing to do, according to this woman, because she didn't like the room, but then proceeded to spend 4 fucking days there and not say anything. Have lovely I had a lovely conversation with her. She was very nice. No blah, 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 blah. No issues at all. The next day, TripAdvisor.
so if you upgraded her to a nicer room,
Yeah.
what was her problem with the nicer room?
Well, it was because it was on the 2nd floor.
And was she an old biddy?
No.
Was she just lazy?
Yeah.
Oh.
So she was annoyed that we put her what was effectively in a suite because it was a room that had a separate living area with like sofa and TV, as well as like a bedroom area with its own TV, and then obviously its own bathroom, and you know.
Yeah. Wait, are you telling me you have hotel rooms that don't have their own bathrooms?
No.
Right.
But I thought I'd just say it before we're above.
Right. Okay.
But it's upstairs. Okay, fine. However, but it's quite a big room. It's got lots of living area.
Yeah.
You're there for 4 days. We've tried to do something nice to you instead of you being stuck in the small pokey room. Mm-hmm. Next to the laundry room, so you'll hear the laundry going off throughout the day and things like that.
Yeah.
Tried to be nice. Had no problems with her. Chatted to her. Had some nice conversations and she's had nice conversations with everybody. Next thing you know, the next day she checks after checking out, TripAdvisor, 2 stars. Felt like I was put upstairs in the loft room because it was less convenient for it was convenient for the staff to just hide me away. Didn't like it. Felt creepy. Service was nice. Staff were nice, but I didn't appreciate the upgrade. What the fuck?
Then yeah, say something.
Yeah, exactly. You were here for 4 days. Like, I had several conversations with you in 4 days. Like, you had several conversations with both my assistant managers and my restaurant manager, and you still didn't say anything.
Yeah, because, you could have happily moved her back to said pokey room, put I'm going to call it penthouse suite. It's not, but...
It's not, but we'll call it that.
Call it that. But you could have moved her back to the pokey room, put the suite back on the market
Yeah.
for other people, and then because the pokey room's gone, they have to pay the higher price.
Yeah.
So... Yeah.
Yeah, I know. This is what I'm saying, is we need another lockdown. These people need to learn. Get annoyed.
We don't need another lockdown.
Well, I do. I need
We
a
just
break.
need an IQ test before people are allowed to breed.
I would agree. We should do what they do in 300 and inspect the babies.
Yeah. Leave them out in the woods, and if they come back, they'll be fine.
No, they're fires. Oh, dear.
But yeah,
Right. But yeah, but apart from that, that's been the sum of my 2 weeks. Dickheads, basically.
fair enough.
But with that being said, do you remember your third thing?
Nope.
Cool. So we talk films.
Let's talk films, because we've got
two.
two.
Funny enough. Right, let's do the other one first.
You trying to remember what you said about it last week before the recording failed?
To a degree, yeah. So 2 weeks ago, we went to go see Last Breath, starring Woody Harrelson and Simu Lee, based on the very true story that happened in...
No. Based on a documentary. It's based on a true story.
Oh, yeah, sorry. It's based on a documentary.
Remember the levels! There's levels, Barry!
Inception.
Augurs, I like onions!
Have you seen the backlash about the new thing about that? Oh my god. I don't think it's that bad. It's just like trying to follow the new animation style that they did with Puss in Boots.
Yes, but there's a difference between new animation style and new design of characters. Puss in Boots' design didn't change.
I don't think their designs change. His face is not as round. He's got more of a jawline, but that's because I feel like they've got a different creative team. He's not blue now or whatever. He's the same design. He's got his small triangular ears and his round body and his head and he's green.
Yeah.
And blah, blah, blah.
No, I just think it's more come down to, and we will get to the film, guys.
Yeah. We're sorry. We're digressing.
Yeah. The people who made the original Shrek films probably moved on, retired.
Yeah.
Been promoted up the chain.
Yeah.
And the new animators, there is a whole evidence of animators since COVID don't know what they're fucking doing.
I think that's because they're so overworked.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, they're overworked, they're underpaid, they're rushed. And so animation since COVID just looks shit.
Yeah.
And so, I think part of the new design is a little bit of, we just need to get it out. We don't care what it looks like kind of thing.
Yeah, maybe.
Or it could be another Sonic. You put a mediocre product out, everyone kicks up a fuss, you go back to the original product, everyone loves it.
It could be. Who knows?
Because Sonic is still riding that now after 3 films.
Yeah.
People are still willing to go to see those films because they listened to the audience.
Yeah.
They don't care how good the Sonic films are.
The Sonic films
great.
are great.
It's great that the Sonic films are decent kids' films. But people are still willing to go see it because they listen to the audience. So I don't know. If they turn around and change it, I think it's DreamWorks trying to do another Sonic.
Yeah, maybe.
Or their version of Sonic.
Their version of Sonic, maybe.
Anyway, back to Last Breath.
So yeah, we went to go see The Last Breath.
Yep.
It is based on a documentary that is based on the true story of a underwater deep sea diving engineer who maintains the pipes and networking of the country in Scotland. I'm trying to remember these things.
No, but it's just more the way you described it.
It's true. That's what he does.
Yes.
Leave him. I like to articulate it. Anyway,
It's a deep sea pipe layer.
he likes it deep.
Anyway,
Um,
film made by the same guy who made the documentary.
yeah, the film.
There we go.
The film's written and directed by the same guy who made the documentary.
Yeah.
Shall
Shall I go first while you try and remember?
I go. Yeah, you go first.
Okay. Right. Solid film. Well acted, well executed, all very good.
Yeah.
I like the fact that I don't know if it's because it was made by the same guy who made the documentary and everything, that it wasn't sort of Hollywood-fied.
Yeah, I agree.
Like there was no sort of, and what if a big Leviathan goes past, or
Yeah.
let's have an explosion here kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's literally, I mean, I don't know how truthful it is, but I would like to think because he's made the documentary and then gone on to make the film about the same thing, he's been quite true to the actual real events.
Yeah.
It was a really good use of lighting as well, considering it's based down in the deep dark sea. So like he knew when to use light and when to use darkness, because there was part of me when I was thinking when we were going in to watch it, this is just going to be a black screen for 2 hours.
Yeah.
But he used the black screens sparingly, and that really worked. I was really happy about that. That being said, it's a good solid film. It's a one and done for me. I'm in no rush to go see it again.
Interesting.
You know, because it's like I watched it now. I know the story. I know what happened.
Yeah.
I don't need to watch it again.
Yeah.
It's not a put on the film in the background kind of thing. It's not a film
No.
to relax to. It's
No.
it is a telling story,
Yeah.
a film to tell you a story about something that really happened kind of thing.
Yeah.
And also, I like that they really took you through the whole diving process and really talked you through the terms and how it happens to the point where I feel like I know more about diving now than I did before the film.
Yeah.
So it's very educational in a way.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, so solid film, very interesting story. Had me gripped, had my attention because of the whole scenario.
Yeah.
I'm done. I don't need to watch it again.
Yeah, that's fair.
How are your thoughts?
I agree. Well acted. Really, really good cinematography. Really, like you said, with the use of light and not light, and I really enjoyed how the flare scene and things like that. I thought it was very clever on how they did that. I mean, I know we talk about how it's about a man that was trapped under with no air and things like that, and he was trapped underwater.
Yeah.
But actually, the movie is more. It's more about the people then trying to rescue him.
Yes.
It's more of a rescue story.
Yeah.
And it's about them doing everything that they can to get to him in that time. And you see their frustrations with scenes and and what's going on in their part for them to save him. And I really like that, and I thought it was really well acted. Woody Harrelson was solid. Simu Lee, great. I'd love to see him in some more stuff because he's just not really had a lot since Shang-Chi. I want to see him in more bits.
I want to see him shirtless, but carry on.
Well, he was a little bit.
He was a little bit. Needs more.
But yeah, other than that, I think it was a solid film. I would watch it again. I would also like to watch the documentary.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the documentary will be more about step by step as opposed to like a visual thing.
Yeah.
I think it would be more an information dump, but it would be good to watch.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wouldn't mind watching it again. If there was nothing on and I was going to the cinema, I'd be I'd watch that.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I would happily watch it again, but I'm not in a rush to watch it again.
100%. But other than that, I agree. It was just a solid film, well acted, well directed.
Yeah. Just another sort of thing to add on to it was like occasionally, like part way through the films, they'd have little text with information of what's
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah.
And the audience were gasping because
Yeah.
it was like legit. This
Like,
is
this actually can happen. Like,
Yeah.
at one point you were like, fuck,
Yeah,
your
yeah.
breath. And then when like another bit came up, I was like, shit!
Yeah.
Like, there was people, like, other people swearing and gasping in the cinema, like, because it doesn't even say this is based on a true story to give it, like, a little bit of, like, leeway.
Yeah.
It said, this is a true story.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, this is, like, shot for shot, beat
Yeah,
for beat of what happened.
And as I remember, as we walked out of the cinema, you surmised. Good word, surmised.
It is a good word.
But you surmised that when they're watching him on the screen,
Oh, yeah.
whether that was real footage.
I feel like it was because there was just bits that didn't match up to
Yeah.
scenes. Like his suit almost looks slightly different and
Yeah.
bits like that. It wouldn't be some like if they did like a old school, movie director's commentator like thing, and he goes, "Oh yeah, and this is actual footage." I'd be like, "Yeah, fucking called it, mate.
Yeah.
Knew it." But yeah, overall, good film, solid film.
Yeah.
Right, should we just talk Mickey 17 now?
Mickey 17, yes.
So, should I go first?
You go first.
Okay. I don't know.
I thought so.
I don't know. I've been gunning to watch this film
Yeah.
since it was like announced and I saw the first trailer and I was just like Robert Pattinson, the director, I don't want to get his name wrong, but the guy who did Parasite, he's an Oscar-winning director now. It's really, really cool to see him doing like a Western movie, with, full English film, with like proper Hollywood cinema. It was great. It was cool. But this movie was not the movie I thought it was going to be.
No.
Like, it was a completely different story.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was the right story that I thought it was going to be, but it was played out not the way I thought it was going to be.
Correct.
I don't know if I enjoyed it. I liked it, and there was bits that would make me laugh, and there was bits that I was interested in. It was, it was 2 hours 20 minutes, like you said. It didn't feel like 2 hours and 20 minutes. Like, I did enjoy it, but I don't think I enjoyed it, if that makes sense. I'm ambivalent to it.
Ambivalent.
Another good word.
Yes.
Yeah, I just, for me, and I'm sure most people are going to say this about this movie, Robert Pattinson is a phenomenal fucking actor. He is great.
Yeah.
He was so good in that, and you could just see, like the different personalities and, like, the different, whenever he was Mickey, like, being reborn, like, his voice acting, he never sounds the same in every movie that he's in. He's always got like a different voice or an accent or whatever. Like I think he's a very, very talented actor. And I'm so glad that he's in so much stuff. And I'm so glad that that he's going to be filming Batman 2 soon, because I'm sick and tired of waiting for that film, because I want that now. But yeah, no, I thought it was great, and everybody else in it was really good as well.
Yeah.
Like Stephen Yeun.
Oh my god, like, what a shitty friend.
Oh, he's a shit
Like,
friend.
oh my god.
But I found it hilarious that there was two superheroes in that film. There was Batman and Invincible. And they were working side by side. But yeah, he was a shit friend in that. But like, what's her face as well? The female lead, she was great. Like, those bits were good. But like, I just don't think it was the movie that I was expecting. So I think I need to watch it again. Like, I feel like it's another one. It's one of those movies that you need to watch. You need to watch it once to watch it, and then you need to watch it again to kind of almost study it and understand it. It was, like, there was a lot of what's the words, Ben? To like parallels to like what's going on in our world at the moment and things like that. You know what I mean?
Political commentary.
Political commentary. Thank you, Ben.
You're
Yes.
welcome.
That's exactly what I meant. There's things like that, and there's been those debates because it's obviously it's about cloning, and we've had that cloning debate with the sheep and all that. It's had those bits. So it's obviously, and it's based on a book. So whether or not that book was written when those bits were happening, and then they've added up other bits, I don't know because I read the book. But yeah, that's my thoughts. I'm still unsure. I enjoyed it, but I'm unsure. Ben, you go.
Yes. So once again, I want to echo Robert Pattinson, amazing actor.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that he's sort of managing to separate himself from
The
Twilight.
Unspeakables.
Like, honestly, anyone who thinks that's a good film needs to be put down.
Yeah.
See, you said it was solidly acted by everyone else. There was other parts where I was like, no.
Okay.
Yes, okay, political commentary, fine. It was sometimes it was a bit too on the nose for me.
Yeah.
Like, okay, yeah, we get who you're referencing.
Yeah.
Get out, like, move on. Like,
I get that, but then like if that character is an important part of the thing and it's throughout, he's in throughout the movie.
Yeah.
So he's gonna. It can't just be like that person.
but what I'm
in one
saying
scene
is,
and then
you
throughout.
you can get the essence of what you're trying to say without being so obvious about it.
Yeah, but I feel like that's like
You know, as you said, the hats,
Yeah.
the fake tan,
Yeah.
the hand gestures.
But-
It was very on the nose.
But I feel like that's also like the direction of it.
Mm.
Because we were saying about how it feels very different to Western cinema and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
like that.
I'm a bit like you at the same time. I enjoyed it. Like when I realised that we were sort of like coming to the end of the film, I was like, shit, it's the end of the film and it doesn't feel like it's been 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
So obviously that means that I enjoyed it. I think this is one of those films that suffers from trailer lies.
Yeah, trailer
like the
lies.
For me, the trailer sold it like almost like a buddy cop film.
Yeah.
Of there's two versions of him and they have to do something,
Yeah.
and then that really wasn't the film.
Yeah.
Yes, there's two versions of them, but it wasn't that they then have to do something.
Yeah.
So I'm struggling with it because it wasn't the film I was expecting, like you.
But this is why I feel like a second watch. It needs to have a second watch, I think.
It even needs to have a more truthful trailer, so you know what film
Yeah.
you're getting into, or, as you said, a second watch, so then you know what you're expecting. You know what the storyline's going to be, so
in
you
how
can.
it plays out.
Yeah. So
And then whether or not you would enjoy it more. But then, should you have to watch a movie a second time to enjoy it?
yes, that is a very good question.
I'm full of them.
You're full of something.
You bullshit!
So yeah, I really don't know. It has an amazing concept, especially in, I don't know, I'm trying to think of the best way to put this as a spoiler, but there's a comment made once there's two of them. There's a comment made of like, if one of them. I really don't want it to be a spoiler.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what
But there's a comment made about the fact that there's two of them, and I just sat there going, "Oh my god, that's an amazing concept."
Yeah.
You know, and from then on, I was invested,
Yeah.
kind of thing. I think it was that one line that really sort of hooked me into it. You can tell it's made by an Eastern director.
Yeah.
It's got very Eastern influences on its music, its cinematography, its framing.
Yeah.
The pauses are very sort of more Eastern than Western.
Yeah.
So you can tell it's made from an Eastern perspective.
But I feel like that's...
But that didn't detract from the film.
No, but I thought it was interesting. You know, it's
Um,
nice to see like a fresh way of visual storytelling.
Yeah. It was a slow burn,
Yeah.
but it didn't feel slow.
No.
So
It was
yeah,
a burn.
It was a burn. I don't know. I just yeah.
I feel like I do feel like I need to watch it again to get to see.
Agree with you. Anyway,
Hey,
final thoughts.
Um,
Apparently, anyone who checks into Paddy's Hotel is just a dick.
Yeah, basically.
Like, I think they have to pass a dick meter.
Yeah.
And that's not how many dicks you've had, because then only I'd be allowed to be staying in the hotel.
I didn't want to be the way you said that.
But it's like, how dickish can you be? You know, maybe that's one of the questions that when they book through Booking.com. How much of a dick are you going to be?
Because if you're going to be a super dick, I do not have the fucking time or patience today.
But yeah, only dicks apparently check into Paddy's Hotel.
Ben owns a home. Whoop whoop.
Ben owns Vera.
Ben owns Vera.
She is
She's a well-rounded
she's a
house.
demanding bitch. And what else was my other thing? And watching an old employee who fired you crumble.
Yeah.
Oh, Oh, I'm wanking tonight. Especially when the article ended with a like, did you used to work for this estate agents? Send us our thoughts. And I was like, oh, I really could. But I didn't.
I will be the bigger person.
I will be the bigger person for just this once.
Yes.
Last Breath. Good film. Solid film. I'm not in a rush to see it again because it's I've seen it.
Yeah.
It's a film.
It's one of those ones in a couple of years' time that if it's on TV, you're like, I'd watch that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And Mickey 17. Not the film we were expecting.
No, undecided. Jury's still out on that one. Yeah.
But Robert Pattinson, great.
Always.
Like, Oscars have already been.
Yeah, gutted that they've just missed that.
No, because then he means he's in the running for next year.
Yeah, but by that time, will they have forgotten about it?
Probably. But
that's the problem.
Deserves an Oscar for that acting.
Yeah, 100%. But have you seen these week's movies? Have you been in a hotel and been a twat? Have you bought a house and then called it a female name? With that all being said, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell. And if you're listening to us on Spotify, please do give us a 5-star review. You can email us as well at sliceoffriedgoldpod@gmail.com. Thank you very much. See you next week. Cheers.
Bye, guys.